8 weapons in Minecraft you need for your bases. 1. So the first Minecraft weapon is it's a flying machine, but that pushes an end crystal. Now what you do is you set the flying machine off, and it pushes the end crystal. It just keeps on pushing it, because for some reason you can push it without breaking it. But the end crystal is still volatile, and if someone touches it, it's going to explode. So what you want to do is you want it to fly across your world to your enemy's base. You want it to go across your entire Minecraft world, and you probably want to stay behind it. And this is what happens. This is what happens. I mean, look at this crater. This is what happens, and it was that far in the sky, and this is how much damage it does. Look at this crater. Look what it would do to your friend's Minecraft base. Their base would have a giant hole in it, and all you had to do was just use a flying machine to send a bomb their way. 2. Now the second weapon I have for you today is a cannon. Now I have 2 different types of cannons here. Both of them do the same thing. They both fire fireballs, but one is set off by a button, as you can see. It shoots right there, while the other is set off like an actual cannon by lighting it up with some flames, and then it shoots the fireball. Now the downside to that cannon is that you have to replace the candle, which is bad. But you need to... these are bad aiming. Like, as you can see, look at how bad this thing can aim. This thing aims horribly. They go in every single direction. But the upside to it is if you have an army coming at your base, you could just spam that button and everyone coming at you will just be set on fire, because your fireballs will just go to everyone, even people riding in the air, because sometimes they go higher than others. Like, as you can see, all these people right there are going to be getting hit by giant fireballs. Now this one you can't really spam because, you have to light the candle and you would have to replace the candle. So I suppose that you could light it, break it, and then put it back just really, really quickly. And that could be a type of rapid fire. But I'd advise you to do the button method because it's a little bit better. 3. Now, for our third weapon is this thing. Now, as you can see, it looks kind of like the cannon that I just showed you, but it's not. It has a few differences. Number 1, it has fireworks in the dispenser, as you can see, which, are amazing. They do a lot of area of effect damage. And if I flick this lever, it's a rapid fire. Literally, you have to do nothing. You could just turn it on and let it just destroy anything that's coming at you. Now, if you have an army that is coming straight at you, you can turn that lever on and fire tons of rockets at them, and they're going to be absolutely destroyed. For a few reasons. Number 1, they're not going to know what's happening. And number 2, there are so many fireworks, they're going to die really quickly. Now the bad side to this is that they do cost a lot of fireworks. You will need to have some sort of gunpowder farm or something. But if you have that, you're good to go. And you can absolutely destroy an army that's coming at your base, which is really good if you're in a war. 4. Now, the fourth weapon is a really, really weird weapon. Now, This is a Pillager weapon, and for some reason this Pillager really just wants to go that direction. But if any person is near this, it will start to fire. As you can see, I gave it netherite armor. To give a Pillager netherite armor, you just use a dispenser, and it's amazing. And what is it looking at? It's so weird, but if there is a person, it will turn around and try to shoot them. And the person is going to have a really hard time stomping them because they're in netherite and it really protects you. And pillagers do quite a bit of damage. Now, the best part is if you have like 5 of these and you just have 5 pillagers all just trying to destroy one person, that person does not stand a chance against those pillagers. 5. Now, our 5th weapon is by far the strangest one on our list. And it is a type of cocoon, kind of. Now, it's a big iron bubble surrounded with pistons, and basically, you have little windows, and you would stand in the middle and press this lever. Now, all the observers get triggered, and now your iron bubble has lava pouring out on every side, which is amazing. If there are like zombies or skeletons coming at you, all you have to do is just flick that lever and they're all engulfed in lava, which is amazing because lava does a lot of damage. And it's kind of hard to stop it because there are so many dispensers, but that is a downside too because you have to get a lot of dispensers. I mean, there are like 20 dispensers here, probably more, and way more observers. This is a pretty expensive option, also counting all the buckets of iron and the iron blocks, but if you get over that, it's a pretty good weapon to defend against players and mobs, because all you have to do is just flick that lever and you're engulfed in lava and iron, and it doubles as just a sort of double bubble of protection against anyone who tries to get in. Now, as I said, there are a lot of dispensers, but if you get over that, this is a perfect option for you. 6. Now, the 6th weapon actually also looks pretty weird, but the concept is amazing. All it is just a stalactite dropper thrower, because all you need to do is place them up top, go down. Now you use this lever to release all the stalactites and then throw them. Seriously, just that insta-killed a cow. Now I have this bucket of lava circle just to keep the cow in because I know where the stalactites are going to land, but they can insta-kill a cow, which have pretty okay health. Now, I'm going to show you this again. You do need to reset all the levers, but you just put one. Just one. I drop it, use the lever. Just one of them killed a cow. One little stalactite dropped and killed an entire cow instantly. Now, the thing is that this does not have a far range, but a good part is that it lands in the same place almost every single time. So if you know someone's there, you could just hammer them with these things. 7. Now, our 7th weapon here is a pretty not strange one actually, but it's very effective. Now, all you need is a bunch of dispensers everywhere, a few observers. As you can see, I put a few observers that run all the way up and trigger all the dispensers, and then a lot of arrows in the dispensers. Now, what happens here is there are dispensers everywhere with arrows, and when you pull this lever, all these arrows fire. Now, if you throw, I just flicked that lever like, I don't know, 5 times, and this is how many arrows shot everywhere. This is amazing, but it costs a lot of arrows, and a lot of dispensers and observers. Now, this is a really good spot to hide, because there is a dispenser all the way up top right here, and it does not go in a single spot, it just goes everywhere, which means that it can go on you. So it's a really good idea to just hide right here and then just destroy everybody with this lever. 8. Now, the very last one, the 8th one right here, is probably the best one because you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just make a little slide thing that goes all the way up and just sit here in the corner and watch as zombies spawn and get pushed up, and everybody up there has to face a zombie apocalypse like this guy. Seriously, wow, just one entire spawn of 3 all just came right now. Now, imagine if you're the person up there. You are just getting destroyed by these zombies, and you don't even know where they're coming from. So, you just have to fight them. Well, I can just sit right here and watch as my zombies destroy you. It's amazing. Now, the best part about this is that the only ones that will survive the heat are ones with helmets like this guy, which means that the only ones that will survive are the strongest, which means that you'll have an army of really strong zombies to destroy your friends or your enemies, depending on who made you angry today. But this is amazing. Now, as you can see, I did make it out of dark stained glass, but you don't have to do that. You can make the everywhere just completely dark. It does not have to be glass. I just made glass so that you could see what's happening outside, but you don't have to do it because it can give away your position. But all you need is just a few buckets of water, a bubble elevator just right here, and you have a zombie army, which apparently really likes gold armor. Now, you could also get a lot of rotten flesh from this, because up top there are just going to be a lot of zombie dead bodies. So if you want rotten flesh, you can also get it. Don't know what you want to use it for, though. This has been BRB Universe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!